Hey everyone, and welcome back. So today we just got a surprise update to the Nintendo Switch Online service. And low key, I think this is one of the best updates of the year because we got two new NES games and two new Game Boy games. But I think at least one of these games is a game that a ton of people have been waiting for. But it also at the same time sort of is giving me PTSD from my childhood era because these are absolutely fantastic games, but they are also, I think, among some of the most difficult NES games and Game Boy games as well. And that's saying a lot because the NES was known to have some majorly hard games, but I would say in the kingdom of hard games, these are among some of the hardest. Let's go first through the update, and as the games are revealed, I will give you my honest reaction to these updates. I know what the games are ahead of time, but I really want to share it with all of you. And right after that, we're going to give the first couple of levels of each one of these games a try. Now, to be honest, there's one of the Game Boy games that I really haven't played before, but I'll give it a try. We'll see how it works out. Let's first go through the update. Let's watch the video together. And honestly, this is a really awesome, I think, like Black Friday / early Christmas gift from Nintendo. But it might be a bittersweet one because, like I said, these are some pretty hard games. Okay, let's take a look. So, boom. Yes, guys, we are finally getting the original Battletoads. Now, if you guys have never played Battletoads before, this was like following the TMNT craze era where every company was trying to come out with the next, like, humanoid animal craze, and Rare gave it a swing with Battletoads. But instead of delivering us a fun, kid-oriented beat-em-up, they gave us one of the hardest games. Let's just pause this for a second. Battletoads, oh my god, like, the first couple of levels sort of lull you into believing that the game is approachable, but when you get to Turbo Tunnels, it just takes a wild, crazy swing, and the game goes insane on the hard level. Like, when I was a kid, I rented this game at least a dozen times. Like, I rented it enough where I could have owned the game, and it was a personal challenge of mine to try to finish it, but I remember I never finished it as a kid. I had to replay it as an adult, and even as an adult, like, it is a hard game. I think I managed to finish it like once or twice, really because I dedicated like a whole weekend to playing the game and memorizing everything you need to do. Now, our second game, story time is over, is Ninja Gaiden 2, The Dark Sword of Chaos. Ninja Gaiden is already known for being difficult. Ninja Gaiden 2 was like someone said, the first game is for babies, let's actually make a hard game. And jokes aside, Ninja Gaiden 2 makes the difficulty even higher than the first game. At the same time, they did do a lot of quality of life improvements. Like, you can now like crawl up the walls even if there's no ladder. Like, there's a few really fun changes that they did to it. Let's watch the quick trailer, and like I said, I'll talk more about the games maybe as we're playing them. But yeah, Ninja Gaiden 2, fantastic game. If you want a challenging action platformer, this is the one. You've got to try it out. Another great update to the Nintendo Switch Online service. But you're going to see what they added in a lot in this one is they added in a lot of like environmental changes, like these ice levels. You have also wind effects and stuff like that. Now we get to the Game Boy games, and we have Bionic Commando. This is like someone who said, hey, let's blend Mega Man and a platformer as a platformer, but let's make sure the character can't jump, and rather he has to swing around on a claw. Sounds like a fun concept, actually makes the game like 10 times harder than a normal platformer because you cannot jump. And lastly, this is the game I don't really know. It is Kid Icarus of Myths and Monsters. I'm gonna leave you, I'm gonna like let you in on a little secret. I'm not the biggest Kid Icarus fan, which is most likely why I didn't play this Game Boy game. Not to mention that also, Game Boy games weren't as easy to rent back in the day. Like when you went to the video stores, you could rent pretty much any NES game out under the sun. So that is it for the update. But yeah, you could rent any NES game under the sun. But Game Boy games, I know there was like one store that rented them, but you really didn't have the greatest selection. And let's just say, since I didn't really go crazy over Kid Icarus on the NES, it wasn't top of the list. Now, the Kid Icarus from the 3DS is another story. Uprising, that is a really good game. But I'm talking about old school Kid Icarus from the NES. It wasn't my jam back in the day, so obviously I didn't try this game. But that is the update, man. We are getting Battletoads, Ninja Gaiden 2, Bionic Commando from the Game Boy, and Kid Icarus of Myths and Monsters. Massive update. Now let's go through the first couple of levels of each one of these games. Just to be honest, I'm not going to play more than that because there's no way I can do that right now. Like, the games are way too hard. But let's give it a little swing. Let's start with my favorite, Battletoads, and we'll work our way quickly through each one of the games. We're just going to do, like I said, the first couple of levels. So here we are, guys, in the Nintendo Switch Online service. And yes, our 2 new games are here. Let's jump straight into Battletoads. Let's not waste any more time. This is an epic little intro cutscene. Basically, one of our friends got captured, another one of the humanoid toads, and we got to go rescue his ass. That's basically the setup. Epic little cutscenes throughout the game. Let's jump in to the action. Now, I don't know if online is going to be available for this. If there's multiplayer online, that could be pretty epic. But just want to warn you guys, multiplayer in this actually makes the game harder. Like, maybe for the first couple of levels, it's not so bad, but after that, it actually makes the game harder. So let's get into this. Awesome little animations here. There's ways to manipulate it a little bit, but we will get through the first level here. So we have to kick their butts. We can pick up the parts of the robot here. We'll be able to smash these guys. Every little advantage in this game is super important. And honestly, like I said, don't let this first level lull you into believing that this game is actually approachable, because it's going to get pretty real pretty quick. We won't probably get to any of the like really insane levels here. But even this, by the way, it looks easy, but it's actually harder than it seems. I'm just a little bit used to these early levels. See, like, even this, I'm like stuck down here. And this guy's gonna like cheese the crap out of you. So let's grab our stick back here. We got his ass out of the screen, but he's still not dead. Oh yeah, man, these guys, when I was a kid, man, I hated these little dragon pieces of crap. Like, honestly, getting older, it's easier to deal with, but when I was a kid, man, I hated these guys. You can manipulate the environment here too. Like, if you basically, as you see, knock them off the cliff, it's like an instant death for them as well. These things refill your health, these little guys, and I missed the one up. And we are here at our first boss. So basically, we got to dodge this, pick this up, throw it at the screen, and we missed. So let's hope that this time we get his ass. There we go. Boom, another one there. Like, when you don't know what you're doing, and there I got hit again, man. I'm gonna call shenanigans on that one, but it is what it is. Come on, man. Boom, there we go. When you don't know what you're doing in these levels, man, this game can kick your butt. It's all about learning everything by heart and then executing flawlessly. we're gonna jump down here. I'm probably not gonna finish this level because the point here is just to see the epicness of all these games, and we're gonna basically go down once again, tunnel here. We're gonna knock this guy out. Boom, boom. Like, you have to basically keep up with everything here. Oh, no, give me some life back. And now we've got our sword. So I've never understood why these birds give you a sword when you knock them out, but you know what? We're just gonna go with it. That it is what it is. Oh, these guys are like the worst. They shoot these little lasers. There, we got them. You can sort of like double hit them if you get them the right way. You see? I love how your bodies like morph into these different shapes. That was like always my favorite part of this game. Like when you do, like when your fists get just huge or you get the big boot. Now there is a better trick for killing these guys quick, but I'm not good enough for that. Oh, now we're getting to it. You gotta basically make sure to make your way underneath these things. And the end is gonna get pretty crazy. It's the end of this level that is like the real thing that like tests if you know this level or not. And I honestly, I don't remember it like by heart, so I might die. Like the tunnel's gonna start going down super quick towards the end, and you basically gotta hit like not touch any of the walls. Now. There we go. I'm actually doing pretty good, man. I'm surprised. Oh, I had to say that. They get hit. Man, I love this game. Like, even though it is one of the most frustrating games you'll probably ever play on the NES, I still love this game. And like, this is the one game that you learn that like, I learned that I had no problem being cheap. Like, to finish this game, oh, you see, I have to be cheap. And that's a life. That's basically, we just lost a life. You have 3 and you have limited continues to finish this game. Limited continues. Now, oh man, another life. Do you see how easy it is to like basically get F'd in this game? Oh, we got a life back based on points. There. There's a way to guarantee, that one-shot kill, but I'm not getting it. Oh my god. There we go. There we go. Ugh. Okay, we're gonna cheat there. Like I said, we're gonna cheese this. Oh, we made it. We made it. Okay, man. We made it. Don't get cocky, snotskins. There's plenty more of where that came from. And now this is where it gets, like, ultra hard. But we're gonna stop here our Battletoads journey. Okay, we're gonna pause it. The pause music is awesome for this game as well. I remember the first time I paused this game, I was like, what the heck is this, man? The pause music is epic. So that is Battletoads, guys. Trust me, investing time into this game is probably one of the funnest experiences you're gonna have. However, also one of the most frustrating. So now let's jump into like I said, Ninja Gaiden. We're gonna start it up here. We're gonna jump straight in. Now, Ninja Gaiden, as I said, I just want to make sure. Okay, so jump and sword. There we go. So like I said, this one is all about, once again, memorizing the levels. And honestly, I would say the first time you play it, take things slow and steady. Make sure you deal with the enemies. These guys are so annoying because you have to bend down to hit them. And also abuse the crap out of the special weapons. So basically, like I said, the big difference here is now you can crawl up and down any wall. In the first one, you had to do wall jumps. You couldn't crawl up walls unless there was a ladder. This one, you can crawl up any wall. And this guy is just going to keep coming back. He's a special dude. We're going to call them a special dude. Because I'm trying to keep the language at a minimum here. Do a little side hop there, and I'm doing terrible. Ladder here. By the way, do not jump straight down to the screen. If you don't crawl down the ladder down the screen, you die. Why? Because ninjas can't jump to the next screen. They have to crawl down the ladder. And we're about to get to the boss, and I'm gonna probably do it like the safe and easy bitch way, but you know, because I'm a little low on life here, so we ain't gonna take any chances here. So we're just gonna go here. We're gonna wait for this dude to hit the wall. Ooh, damn. Oh, damn. I'm okay. Yeah. Guess even the I wasn't careful enough there. A little rusty. So basically, you have to try to get the exact right distance to him where you can sword slash him a couple of times. You crawl to the wall, wait till he jumps at you, and then basically rinse, repeat. Like that. And if you... The good news is we're ahead enough that we can beat him. And there is a way to do a super fast sword slash that I can't do. Honestly, I played this game like by memorizing the levels, not by becoming like some crazy wizard with the keys and whatnot. But there is a way to do a super fast sword slash where you can basically like burn these bosses down in like 5 seconds. Once again, epic cutscenes. Ninja Gaiden 1 was known for this. Ninja Gaiden 2 kept it going. I would say the cutscenes are maybe more epic in the first game, but nonetheless, it still was like what Ninja Gaiden was known for. And let's go to our next level. This is probably going to be the last level we're going to do, the train level. This, I would say, is still very approachable. It's the third, starting at the third level, you get the wind effects, and that just makes, that just like destroys you unless you're prepared for it. Oh, and this is awesome. This is like one of the best power-ups where you have like these ghost ninja that follows you and that matches all your moves. So we're just gonna... Dude! Like I'm like flipping out here, man. Okay, thank you. We refilled on life, luckily, because we were getting pretty goddamn low there. And I know that in this game, like, the faster you go, actually, the easier it is. So we're just gonna abuse, like I said. Oh, my God. Thank you. And there we go. Now this, like I said, is where it gets pretty real. I'll show you guys the start of the level, but we're probably going to end it here for Ninja Gaiden 2, because I'll need to practice. So basically, like you see, there's a wind effect. Sometimes it pushes you away, sometimes it pushes you forward. And you'll see that you'll get to parts of the stage where you actually need it to make the jumps. Like here. Oh my God. Not like that. Nope. I tried to do the little wiggle jump at the top, and I totally messed it up. Okay. So we're gonna wait for the wind to pass. Like, honestly, I'm so freaking rusty in this game. It is insane. Like, I'm not the best, but I'm definitely not usually this bad. Okay, so here we go. There we go. Now we got the big jump. Now, the good news is when you're on the wall, you're impervious to, like, the effects of the wind. So there is, like, a trick where, like, when you think the wind is coming, like here, you can just sort of stick to a wall and wait for it to pass. And we need the wind the other way to help us make this jump. And basically, like, when you play this as a kid, learning that the wind is actually necessary to help you pass certain parts of the level is, like, the biggest discovery of your life. And I'm doing terrible here. Now we need the wind again. We need the wind with us. Next death is going to be the final for Ninja Gaiden 2. Holy crap! We survived! Oh, dude. Okay. We needed the wind there just to drop down. But as you can see, infinite continues on this one, though. That is the positive for Ninja Gaiden. So as long as you have patience, Ninja Gaiden will let you play it. And here we have our 2 Game Boy games. We're going to start with Bionic Commando. This game, once again, was the bane of my existence. I had this one on Game Boy, and oh my god, was it a pain in the butt. I didn't understand as a kid why you couldn't jump. Like, to me, it was just unfathomable in a platformer that you couldn't jump. So here you actually collect different weapons and stuff as you play through the game, and you can select what you want as equipment. So here, like I said, there is no jumping. I think we have to go up here if I remember. So basically, when you think you need to jump, the idea is that you use your claw instead to crawl up. There we go. Now we get these different communication rooms. We can tap the comm, and this guy gives us information, but I think we have to find a dude first. So I think that's the problem, is I went here too quick. Like I said, there he is. There we go. Now I think we can go here. Like, once again, these old Game Boy games are all about, like, learning the levels. And, okay, so you contact our soldiers in each area to obtain information, use the communication rooms to open doors to other areas, and contact agents. Once again, I think this game has unlimited lives. And the good news is that, once again, as long as you're dedicated, you can make it. Now we're going to have to move on to the rest of the level. And I think, yeah, that's it. You basically need to swing there. Oof, that was very close. Because I think I only have one, I only have one life meter left. So we have to get the end of the level. We're gonna have to crawl up here, most likely. Like, honestly, it's like you go to the left. You go to the left, and when you can't, you go up. And you pretty much are gonna eventually make it to the end of the level. See, like here, this is gonna be the boss. I remember the first level is super straightforward like this. Destroy them! We cannot allow them to proceed any further. Now we just have to go to the end of the room and fire at this thing. But the thing is, like, these guys will drop on you, so you have to, like, basically fire at this, but not get hit by these guys trying to jump on you. And yeah, you sort of have to manipulate where they drop. And basically you fire off, and we got the boss. Boom! Level 1 is down, boys. Now, honestly, we're not going to play more of Bionic Commando because it's the levels are super fun. It's really fun when you're in the game, but it is pretty much like this, rinse and repeat. The levels get a lot more difficult with the platforming, with the claw and stuff. Kid Icarus. Now, once again, have never played this game, so it's gonna be like, I'm assuming it's like Kid Icarus, and we gotta climb. We gotta climb. Yeah, most likely. So let's climb. Now, I don't know if the game has another point than climbing. Like, first Kid Icarus was pretty much like you climb, and then you climb some more. And you try to make it to the end of the levels. Now okay, so it's still the same thing. We have little doors here. Okay, these guys are going insane, so no. Like, these doors, like, they're basically for collecting, like, points generally and stuff like that. But you don't really need to go in all the doors. So, like, when a door looks too insane, you can just be like, nah, no thank you, Mom. I'm going to the next one. Oh. Okay, so I guess you break the pots, and when you break the wrong one, it's over. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. We jump. We're jumping some more. And this is why I was never super into Kid Icarus, honestly. Like, and for anyone who loves the original game, I mean, more power to you. Yeah, we have no money. We have, like, 6 hearts. Okay. But personally, like, I was just, like, never super into, like, this whole, like, okay, let's jump and keep jumping forever type of gameplay. Oh, we made it to the next level. Okay. Let's keep jumping, guys. So this is Kid Icarus. Now, I'm assuming that this game is gonna be pretty hard as well, because like most of these like Game Boy games that were like versions of their NES counterparts that were already pretty hard ended up being pretty hard as well. Just maybe shorter on average. So we're gonna play till I die, I guess, and when I'm gonna take a death, that will be it for our Kid Icarus journey. I wish I had better stories about this one, but since it wasn't really a game I played a lot, they can't really tell a million stories about this one. So, I see. This one we're a little luckier. We're picking up stuff. Okay, so I don't know. I can't break that one. Can't break that one either. Not quite sure why I can't break these pots. The rest of these pots just... Man, they're unbreakable. Okay. Sure. I don't know if that was a glitch. I don't know if that's supposed to happen. There's a harp. Let's grab the harp. Dude. That was the other part I hated about this game, was falling. And you always fall in Kid Icarus, and then you have to redo the platforming section. Okay, I guess we have to wait. Dude, man. These snakes, man. They're just falling from the sky like craziness, man. Can we break this? No, we can't. We probably need like a special weapon to break that open. Because I think those are breakable blocks, but I think you need like a power-up or something. Dude, we made it again. But we're collecting nothing, so I'm pretty sure like we're gonna make it to a boss and he's just gonna obliterate me because we have like no power-ups. Ah! Snake Patrol. Snakes down. Dang. I know, man. He just froze up there for a second. What? What? No! 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 Kid Icarus, do as I say. Do not fall. What's this room? Once again, we have no money. Okay. Killed the mouse this time. Oh, I thought we could maybe, yeah. Like, we can jump straight there. Okay, we're collecting a few hearts this time. We're making it, boys. We're making it. Oh, 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 I think we're taking too long and these guys are getting pissed. No! No wings. I assume that's it. I assume we're taking too long. So this is like the death patrol. Oops. You must train harder, Pit. We haven't been collecting enough stuff. So we're in trouble. He's like, dude, you ain't got shit. Yeah, like, we're totally not collecting enough stuff. I'm surprised I'm not dead yet, with the number of hits I took from random garbage. There we go. So that is Kid Icarus on the Game Boy. We're gonna leave it there for this game. To be honest, I'm not I'm not super into Kid Icarus to begin with. So there we have it. Those were the 4 games in the Nintendo Switch Online update. And I've got to say, they are pretty freaking amazing games. Like, maybe minus Kid Icarus. And I'm sorry, I'm giving Kid Icarus shit, but probably some of you guys love it out there. But definitely at least the 3 other games on my personal level, freaking amazing games. Definitely check this out. On top of it, like I said, it's on the normal Switch Online service. If you have it, these are games worth taking the time. And the good news is that with the save states, they're actually doable. Like, especially Battletoads, if you abuse the save states, that game is you can finish these games thanks to that. Ninja Gaiden, it's not that bad because you have like infinite continues. It's like I said, it's really based on like your tolerance to frustration. But Battletoads, the limited lives and the limited continues can be a real ball breaker. The good news is though, the save states sort of change all that up, and you can learn the levels by heart by abusing those save states and just basically power your way through the game. So let me know what you think of this Switch Online update. I am super excited. This was a really nice surprise from Nintendo. As usual, guys, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. And as usual, I hope I'll see all of you in my next video.